All right, guys, welcome back to a Bitcoin update. Today, obviously, I'm not at the office, as you can see. Otherwise, I wouldn't be recording my phone like Moonboy Carl or one of those guys. But I'm here in Queensland, Australia, and I figured I'd just pump out a video real quick because we've seen some developments in the market since I last made a video. Obviously, I made a video last when Bitcoin broke down from a descending wedge formation, and now we're actually back in that descending wedge formation. So I'll show you the chart right now, and obviously, it's going to be a short little video, but I should be able to give you guys a decent update from the phone here as to what actually is going on. So I made the video recently about Bitcoin breaking down from that descending wedge. I said that Bitcoin actually wasn't confirmed to have that breakdown. This is the Bitcoin daily chart, by the way. And I was correct about that. There was no confirmation of breakdown. If there was, we would have seen a continuation downwards. But instead, we saw a small wick from this larger wedge formation. I'll remove all these lines here to make it very simplistic. So we saw that small fake out there and we went right back into that wedge formation. Now, Bitcoin technically is hence back in the wedge and hence back in a pattern of continuation to the upside, hence bullish once again. And this is what we've been talking about for over 3 months now since we entered that wedge in around March 2023, April 2023, I should say. So around 3 months now, almost 3 months, 2.5 months of that wedge formation. Now, the reason why I said we were going to be seeing a breakdown or likely to be seeing a breakdown was actually originally because of the total cryptocurrency chart, total cryptocurrency market cap chart. Now, this chart over here that I'm going to bring up shows you every single US dollar within the cryptocurrency market in one chart. So right now it currently sits at around 1.03 trillion US dollars, meaning there's 1.03 trillion US dollars in the market in this chart. And so you can see that it had a similar wedge formation. It actually broke down from that wedge formation. And so that foreshadowed what was happening with Bitcoin. Now, the reason why I'm not overly bullish on Bitcoin right now, and this is why it's very important, this reason. The reason why I'm not overly bullish on Bitcoin right now is because the chart that foreshadowed that Bitcoin will drop below the wedge has actually not broken back into its own wedge, or it barely has, but it's still below its uptrending line. Now, if we flick quickly back to the Bitcoin chart, I can show you that Bitcoin has an uptrending line, right, stemming all the way back here from January 2023, and so does the cryptocurrency market cap chart, all right, the total cryptocurrency market cap chart. Now, the total cryptocurrency market cap, which foreshadowed the Bitcoin drop below the wedge, has broken back into the wedge, barely, okay, probably just happened, but it's still struggling with resistance at the uptrending line, and it's still struggling with resistance at its red resistance line around 1.03 trillion. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens over the next few days as to whether the total cryptocurrency market cap chart will see a rejection, right, from the uptrending line and back below the wedge. And if that does occur, Bitcoin will probably see the same thing. So I was actually just watching the video over, and I wanted to add, guys, that Blackrock, one of the biggest companies in the world, one of the biggest hedge funds in the world, have recently, very recently, announced they'll be applying for a Bitcoin ETF. Now, Bitcoin ETFs take a long time to be approved. You know, we've seen in the past them take up to a year, I'm pretty sure, maybe even longer. I don't know the numbers off my head exactly, but that's massive, guys, because BlackRock is a huge hedge fund, right? And they own stake in basically the biggest stake in a lot of the biggest companies in the world. I'm talking, you know, out of the top 100 companies in the world, they probably own highest stake or second highest stake, followed by Vanguard, in probably 95 of them. And I'm dead set serious about that. This is a huge, huge hedge fund, huge company. And them applying for a Bitcoin ETF is big news. And the reason it is big news is because of this. We're seeing time and time again, governments and banks, and especially in Australia and Canada, recently in Australia, you know, limit the amount that retail investors can invest in cryptocurrency, can invest in Bitcoin, via limiting the amount they can deposit into cryptocurrency exchanges. So having something like BlackRock there as an ETF gives investors a, you know, safe way to invest in exchanges that is probably going to be approved by governments and approved by banks, etc. So basically, it's giving people a way into the cryptocurrency market in wake of all the restrictions going on with exchanges, etc. And it's going to be more likely that people use ETFs much more than they would have in the past, because there wouldn't be the alternative of using the exchange much more than there was in the past. So it is big news to see BlackRock ETF for this reason. Potentially in the next bull market, in the 2024 bull market, there will be a lot of people, much more people than the last bull market, using Bitcoin ETFs and crypto ETFs to invest in the cryptocurrency market, which means that the market will have room to go upwards. Because obviously, if you limit the amount that retail can deposit into exchanges, etc., you limit the amount of buying that can go on, you limit the price. But if there is a route in via ETFs, it could repair some of the damage there from a price perspective. But obviously from a fundamental perspective, it's terrible because it means that people can't own their own individual coins. And as you guys know, not your keys, not your crypto. It's a very common saying in the cryptocurrency market, and it definitely is true. So it's a way for governments to kind of, control the cryptocurrency market and still say, oh, it's a free market, you can still invest in it, but completely destroy the entire use case. But hey, at least the price will be good, right, guys? That's basically what it is. So yeah, without further ado, I think we'll end the video there, guys, and we'll speak about the Bitget exchange briefly, because we've got an exclusive promotion with the Bitget exchange right now. We've got a deposit buyback promotion. Essentially, if you deposit a certain amount of money, you can get a 10% bonus there from Bitget. So I think it's up to 1,000 USD. So deposit 1,000 USD, get a 100 USD bonus. And same thing with 50 USD, same thing with 500 USD. 500 USD be a 50 USD bonus. You get the point, 10% bonus on your deposit to the Bitget exchange. Sign up using my referral link in the description and pinned comment below. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Hopefully back on the computer in the next video, actually doing proper TA. So we'll see. Thanks, guys.